Hello guys, welcome to the channel here today for another video in FC Barcelona. As Barcelona were taking on FC Porto and we're giving the Champions League for the second game of the Champions League campaign this season for FC Barcelona against Porto. An away game, very complicated game, very complicated stadium as always. And as we are expecting Barcelona, they suffer a lot because the team was the game was very difficult, very tight. There was no space, Barcelona finding space was very difficult for the team. And we have seen it's always complicated for Barcelona when they are playing against a team that can know how to defend and how to to have the ball and use the ball properly. It's we are suffering a lot in counter-attacks because we're having problems in this kind of situation. A lot of yellow card, by the way. Anthony Taylor, he was not very good out, and we have seen even Gavi who was sent off. But guys, I think in this game, the most important thing is that we got the 3 points. That's the most important thing. That's the only thing that I can retain actually in this game, because we know that Robert Lewandowski, he got subbed off in the first half because he received that knock, but it's nothing serious. Apparently, it's nothing serious. He's going to get back very, very soon, and that's a good news for Barcelona, because actually we cannot sanction another kind of injury actually in a player such as Lewandowski, because we have currently a lot of players who are injured. Pedri is out, Rafinha is out, and De Jong is out, and losing Lewandowski would not be very good for the team presently. So that's why Lewandowski is nothing serious, and that's a good news. That's a good news of the night, and also beside the victory, because we got the 3 points, 6 points out of 2 goals out of the 2 games, and 6 out of 6. That's the most important thing. We have to retain that. We have to know sometimes you have to do with what you have, with what you get. It's not always going to be beautiful football, and always going to be scoring 5 goals and going back and forth, scoring goals anyhow, playing beautiful football. Sometimes you can't play difficult games. We have seen it in last season. Sometimes it's kind of difficult. But if you have your team you can suffer and get the 3 points in those kind of games, very, very difficult game, very complicated stadium against a very complicated team. You need some time to support them. But we know that Barcelona fans are always we are very quick in terms of criticizing and very less supportive, and that's the problem actually, because a lot of teams out there, their fans, they are very supportive with their team. But Barcelona, we are the first fan base who can attack our players, who can destroy them mentally and going talking things that are not really cool on social media about our players. That is not very good. That is not good, because in other teams you cannot see those kind of things. It's very rare to see those kind of things. And I think that Xavi, the game was complicated. He did not have a lot of option in the game, but maybe some of us might say that he might have started with Ferran Lopez instead of Oriol Romeu, who by the way had a very difficult game. But we know that since De Jong got injured, Oriol Romeu he always having problems, because De Jong was the guy who can get the ball and try to make use of it. Romeu is here to defend. He's very good at defending, but having the ball, controlling the game, and directing everything is not his job. You cannot expect it from him, and you cannot expect Romeu to play as a single pivot. He cannot do that actually with Barcelona in this team that we have, because in terms of pressure, every time they play 2 on him, he's going to lose the ball, and that is the problem. We have seen it against Celta Vigo and also against Mallorca. They were always playing 2 players on Oriol, and they are pressuring him for him to lose the ball, and this is very difficult for him. It's a very tough time for him. We hope that he can get back to his best, to perform the way he did in the first few games that he had with Barcelona. And by the way, Ferran Torres, good game. He get in and he goes. His goal, that's a very important thing, and we're always happy for him, because we know that last time Xavi tried him as a starter, when he started, it was not going well, but every time he came on from the bench, he's always very useful to the team, very present, and he can make the difference. And today he did it again. That's a very important thing for Ferran Torres, and also for the team, for Xavi to have players who can come in from the bench and try to bring something to the team. Very essential, very important. And actually we know that we're missing players like Rafinha, who was very massive in the past few games, and also Frankie De Jong and Pedri. We hope that they can get back very soon from injury and and no more injuries, and that's the most important thing. Xavi had a very difficult game. Some of us, we can say that he may have tried something different, but I think, guys, with the team that we have, with the player that we have actually that he has at his disposal, that's, I think, approximately is the best he can do in terms of starting lineup. Maybe Fermin Lopez, okay, very interesting because he's too daring, and that would make maybe a difference. But I think you can't give him, you have to give him the credit that he did not have the full squad at his disposal, and he can try to do better the next time with different players. We can try to create beautiful football, but sometimes you cannot get always beautiful football, as I already said, and beautiful football, large scores, and it's not going to be the case every single time. It's not Barcelona prime, it's not Barcelona to 2019, 2009 and 2010 with Messi and all those kind of players, Xavi, Iniesta. It's not the same. It's a different team, and a very young team, a team that has a lot to learn. And I think that actually with the players that we have, we can still do better, but we need time. We need time to recover. We need time to heal in a proper way. Healing fast is good, but healing with precaution is the most important thing. Barcelona, we have the team, we have the squad, we have very talented players in our team, and that's a blessing. And also Koundé, always massive, very good with the ball, very well present, and he's by far actually alongside Frankie de Jong one of the best players that we have seen in Barcelona since the start of the season. He is just like unpassable. You cannot pass, and araujo back there is very interesting. Christensen, I hope that just that guy Inigo Martinez, he can match up their level, and that can be very useful to the team, very interesting to the team, and that's the most important thing. We just need to retain the victory, 6 out of 6, and in 2 games, 6 goals scored. No, we did not concede any goal, and that's the most important thing. Our defense is they are holding very, very well, and that's the most important thing. Cancelo, I think he can do better, and also Joao Felix. I'm not going into details actually, because I know that the social media is going to talk. A lot of people are going to talk about the attitude and all those things. But guys, just slow down and give the team some time. We need time. We need time to get back. We need time to do better. We can do better, but we need time. We need time to play together, and those players, they can find a real connection between them, and that will be fire. And you'll see, I promise you will see something different. It's different Barcelona side from the one that we have seen against Porto. But very important victory, very difficult game. Those kind of games, you need to win them in order to go to the next round. You just need now, against Shakhtar Donetsk, back-to-back games. If you get the 6 points out of those games, you are in the round of 16. That's the most important thing. That's the goal. We are going to get it. This time, Barcelona, we are going to get in the round of 16. So guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Tell me who was your best player and who was the flop in the game in the comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. See you in the next video. Ciao.